23.5. I've gone back to the car twice already. I forgot my sunglasses, and now I forgot my poles. Like this. The switchback. It is a Sunday morning, 9:21 a.m., June 10th, I believe. We have had a huge week of rain, and this is the only sunny day before possible additional rain is coming. So I'm so happy to be here at Lonesome Lake.
Welcome to Lonesome Lake.
Thank you.
Glad to see you here.
Thank you. Fishin Jimmy Trail to Kinsman Pond campsite, 2 miles. I have been on this Fishin Jimmy Trail one time. It was in November. I stayed at the hut, and then I hiked on this trail to go towards the Kinsmans mountains, which are 4,000-footer mountains. There's north and south, and they both count on the list. And that day was icy and cold. I was prepared physically, I guess, but not really mentally. And I only made it to North Kinsman. And then I skedaddled back down to the hut. Never made it to South Kinsman, which is further. That's what I would like to do today. And then go back to the campsite, stay the night. Oh well, there's kind of footsteps there, but okay, I had to sit down one place to reach my foot far enough down to the next little spot. But it's good. It's a good trail. As I climb up along the path, a ravine has appeared to my left. I hear water far below and beautiful birds singing along the path. Trail is moderate, and I would say it's kind of medium difficult. Not scary steep, but plenty of places where you have to take care. I think I'm going too fast because I don't know, my head feels like a bowling ball. I really love the flat parts in between hard parts. I appreciate them. have an option. You can go on the sturdy, beautiful ladder with flattened steps, or along the rock to the side if you prefer. The bog boards are soaked. We had so much rain. It's cannon back there. And ahead of me, ooh, sweet pine smell just there. And ahead of me I see blue sky, like, this is good. These are good signs, because the trail's hard. Caretaker is in. I would love to find the caretaker. That is the caretaker's hut. Oh, you're talking. I don't know that any of the platforms have an actual view of anything, but theirs is like up the highest, I think. It looks nice. So I'm just gonna wait a minute while they pack out.
Thinking that I would love to come back and do this alone with something like that.
Yeah, ultralight.
Exactly.
Those young guys were nice, and they said, "Do you have a tent in that backpack?" Because my backpack looks really small to them. And they were carrying a tent, like, you know, from Target, like a big car camping tent. And they weren't carrying it on their backpack in any way. They were literally carrying the bag from Target. But they look strong. Anyway, look at my new home. I'm afraid if I set it up that way, which I think is the etiquette, that you leave room in case it gets desperate for people, but it can barely fit on. A guy line is simply a line coming off the edge of the tent to pull it taut so the rain goes away. Over here, if it rained here, it would just soak into my tent and eventually to me. This tent platform actually has some big metal loops. And instead of having to tie a fancy knot, this is supposed to just kind of loop around itself and stay pretty tight. You're not supposed to eat anything at the tent. That is North Kinsman. And is that one South Kinsman way over there?
I believe so.
Look so far. Look at that big rock right there.
We did it right at like sunset time, and then we went over and did the sunset time. Yeah.
It is 12:30 and I am on the Kinsman Ridge Trail. Wow, got good really quickly. just been going for 5 minutes and it looks like a ridge trail. Seen lots of people. Such a beautiful day. The glider's right above me. Remember these big slanted slabs leading to the sky. And usually what I do is find a vein and I just walk up the vein, or I just walk right up the side of it. Just very grippy with the shoes. Very friendly rock. So I'm standing on top of North Kinsman. I can see Cannon and Franconia Ridge and Lonesome Lake. Can't stand still long enough to get a photo because I'm getting eaten. And there's, I think, 1 or 2 gliders, and the planes fly up and then they let go and the glider goes off.
Some guy asked me if it was a pickleball racket.
Oh, classic. So that must be South Kinsman over there.
Yeah.
We gotta go down to go up. It is. It's cool to have a view. And I guess one of the bright sides of so many people is that it's hard to be afraid. If I was all by myself and it was winter or nighttime, I'd have that feeling like I just want to get there and turn around and go back. But I don't have that feeling at all because it's like a mall. Kind of went down steep, and now it's kind of sort of level, and I think then it goes up again. Because look at it, it's the summit. A new 4,000 footer for me. South Kinsman Summit. Oh. My goals are achieved. Now what? Now I would like to have fun. Some rest and relaxation. I'm almost back to the tent site now. That was hard. The Kinsmans are hard mountains no matter how you look at it. Now it's like 3 o'clock. And I am tired. I am cooked. And I'm really hungry and thirsty, and there was no water up there. So weird. It's like I was just here hours ago, but the glider is still there, and the lake is still here, and I'm hungry again. It dawned on me that I'm breaking the food safe rule. Fresh foods aren't supposed to be out of the refrigerator more than 2 hours. But I'm also going to drink water out of that lake, so. At the store, I found an ultralight onion. It's tiny, and a miniature bell pepper, and a baby mushroom. Stovetop stuffing. Put the kale back in. It tastes good. I'm gonna eat all of this. However, I'm also like so hungry that I might have been happy with a lot less effort. I think I'm more excited to eat these M&Ms. This is my last clean water. And then I have to filter lake water. A bit colder than Lonesome Lake was the other day. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the filtered water and put it into my drinking bottle with some of this lemonade stuff. There's a bug in it. So what are you doing with your water?
Well, first I think I'm gonna filter it, and then boil it, and then maybe filter it again.
I can't really put the boiling water into my plastic water bottle, so I'm waiting for the boiling water to cool down. Oh. And you see the sparkly mirror reflection of the water sparkle. So peaceful now.
Welcome to Kinsman Pond.
Thank you.
I'm Dan.
I'm Rachel.
Rachel. Okay.
I've already set up my tent.
All right, rockin' Rachel.
Is it 15?
Are you a through hiker, Rachel?
No.
Okay, then it's 15.
Say yes, say yes.
No. I'm a YouTuber. It costs extra.
Yeah. No, she's setting a good example for all of you out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The water source is the pond,
Yes.
as you know.
Yes.
It's a little bit brown. Do you know why?
No.
From the tannins from pine needles, and the tannins leach off the pine needles and they discolor the water. I post the weather from the Mount
Where
Washington.
Are you from? Where's your
Syracuse,
origins? Your accent?
From Syracuse, New York.
Totally! I should have guessed before
Yeah.
you said that. I went to UR.
Oh, okay, me too. Meliora.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, I'm on the Kinsman Pond Trail. What is that big white thing in the woods? It looks like an airplane wing. I guess one of those gliders crashed here at some point. Are there people in there? It's not like a giant drone, right? There's a pilot. There's the group area. I always say I want to see the sunset. Well, I don't care now. I'm 100% exhausted. I've just been laying here forever, but look at the sky. I think it's starting to rain. In here I have some blueberry pancake mix. Oh no, it's starting to rain a lot more after I just made my pancake mix, but I better move. The rain is hitting the oil. The thru hikers who slept in here, they're long gone. Now I really wish I had packed as soon as I got up, before the rain started. One of the big questions I had was whether I really need the ground tarp. Tent definitely got wet here. This wasn't pulled away, and so it sinked down into there. So the tent is getting wet there. All right, I'm cleaned up, I'm packed up, I'm headed out. Heading out on the Fishin' Jimmy Trail, 2 miles to Lonesome Lake Hut. I'm surprised it's clear over there. The sun is coming out. Yay, it's clear. I carried too much weight. I went too far. I went too fast. I saw too many people. This might be the kind of learning experience it takes a day or two to sink in. I just need to wash it all off. It looks beautiful. Got it to myself for a few minutes, and that feels good. This is one of my favorite parts, and it's probably the reason why I keep coming back here many times. Okay, here I come to the switchback. That means this hike is almost over, and I better share the story of Fishin' Jimmy. Legend has it that Fishin' Jimmy was an old hermit who survived on fish that he caught at the Kinsman pond. Until one day, when a hiker stole his fishing pole and he died. Therefore, sticking around to haunt the Kinsman pond for all of eternity. Now, I don't know if this is a true story or not, but that's why they named the path Fishin' Jimmy Trail. What I learned on this hike is that it is better to carry a day pack as light as possible when doing a 4,000 footer, the Farewell Bridge. Farewell! See you next time.